Kylian Mbappe's long-awaited debut for Real Madrid is set to take center stage in the UEFA Super Cup, where the European champions will face off against Atlanta. This moment marks the culmination of years of anticipation, speculation, and relentless pursuit by the Spanish giants, and it's a moment that both Mbappe and Madridistas have been eagerly awaiting. For years, Real Madrid had their eyes firmly set on Mbappe, the French prodigy whose electrifying pace, clinical finishing, and incredible footballing intelligence made him one of the most coveted players in the world. Since his teenage years at AS Monaco, where he burst onto the scene, it was clear that Mbappe was destined for greatness. His move to Paris Saint-Germain only solidified his status as one of the top players in the world, but the shadow of Real Madrid always loomed large. The speculation reached a fever pitch over the last few years, with every transfer window bringing fresh rumors of an imminent move to the Santiago Bernabéu. Finally, in June of this year, the dream became a reality. After ending his association with Paris Saint-Germain, Mbappe signed a 5-year deal with Real Madrid as a free agent, marking the beginning of a new chapter in his already illustrious career. The French captain's arrival was met with jubilation from the Madrid faithful, who knew they were welcoming a generational talent capable of leading their team to further glory. Now, the moment has arrived for Mbappe to don the famous white jersey in an official match for the first time, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The UEFA Super Cup offers a tantalizing opportunity for Mbappe to secure his first European trophy with Real Madrid right from the get-go. It's a fitting stage for a player of his caliber, as the competition pits the winners of the Champions League against the victors of the Europa League, in this case, Atlanta. Mbappe's journey to this point hasn't been without its challenges. Despite his undeniable talent, his recent performances at Euro 2024 were underwhelming by his high standards. France reached the semi-finals, but Mbappe endured a difficult tournament in Germany. A broken nose in the opening game hindered his impact, and he managed to score just one goal, a penalty. It was a stark contrast to the expectations placed on him, but such is the life of a player who has set the bar so high. Following the Euros, Mbappe was unveiled before 80,000 adoring fans at the Santiago Bernabéu, a moment of pure celebration that marked the beginning of his Madrid journey. However, the excitement was tempered by the fact that Mbappe played no part in Real Madrid's preseason tour of the United States. After a taxing international tournament, he was afforded a well-deserved holiday, allowing him to recharge both physically and mentally. As a result, Mbappe's debut in the Polish capital of Warsaw will come just a week after he completed his first training session with Carlo Ancelotti's squad. It's a rapid turnaround, but for a player of Mbappe's quality and experience, it's unlikely to pose a significant issue. Ancelotti himself has expressed confidence in Mbappe's ability to hit the ground running. Kylian can play from the start just like everyone who is here, the Italian manager said on the eve of the game. He is adapting really well, he is focused, and he is showing extraordinary quality. The anticipation surrounding Mbappe's debut has reached fever pitch in Spain, where the media is buzzing with excitement. The two major sports dailies in the Spanish capital, AS and Marca, both dedicated their front pages to Mbappe on the day of the match. AS opted for the headline Super Debut, while Marca went with KM0, a clever play on Mbappe's initials to signify the beginning of his Real Madrid journey. For Carlo Ancelotti, the challenge of integrating Mbappe into an already star-studded squad is a welcome one. The Italian coach, known for his tactical acumen and man-management skills, laughed off suggestions that fitting Mbappe into a team that won the Champions League last season could somehow be problematic. I have been thinking about this all summer. Who to play and who not to play. It has ruined my holidays, Ancelotti joked. But behind the humor lies the reality that Ancelotti has a wealth of attacking options at his disposal, and Mbappe is set to add a new dimension to an already potent forward line. Real Madrid's attack was already formidable, with the likes of Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, and Rodrigo making their mark last season. The addition of Mbappe, alongside another exciting young talent in Brazilian prodigy Endrick, gives Ancelotti an embarrassment of riches. The departure of Toni Kroos and Nacho since Madrid were crowned European champions for the 15th time at the start of June has created some gaps, but the squad remains one of the strongest in Europe. While Mbappe's arrival has understandably dominated the headlines, it's worth noting that Real Madrid's opponents, Atlanta, are not to be underestimated. The Italian club is contesting the Super Cup for the first time, having won their first piece of European silverware by triumphing in last season's Europa League. However, they will be without striker Gianluca Scamacca, who suffered a serious knee injury at the start of the month. In his place, Atlanta have signed another Italian international striker, Matteo Retegui, who has joined from Genoa. For Mbappe, the UEFA Super Cup represents the perfect platform to introduce himself to the Real Madrid faithful in competitive action. The pressure will be immense, as is always the case at a club of Real Madrid's stature, but Mbappe has never shied away from the spotlight. In fact, he thrives in it. His speed, skill, and lethal finishing will be crucial as Real Madrid look to start their season with silverware and lay down a marker for what could be a historic campaign. The significance of this debut cannot be overstated. Mbappe is not just another signing for Real Madrid. He is the player they have pursued for years, the one they believe can lead them into a new era of dominance. The expectations are sky-high, but so too is the belief in what he can achieve in the famous white shirt. The UEFA Super Cup is just the beginning for Mbappe at Real Madrid. After this, the focus will quickly shift to the upcoming La Liga season, where Real Madrid will kick off their campaign with a visit to Mallorca. Mbappe will be expected to hit the ground running, delivering goals, assists, and moments of magic that can propel Madrid to domestic and European success. As Mbappe steps onto the pitch in Warsaw, he carries with him the hopes and dreams of millions of Real Madrid fans around the world. This is the moment they've been waiting for, the moment when Kylian Mbappe, the prodigy who has already achieved so much in his young career, finally begins his journey with the greatest club in the world. In a way, Mbappe's debut is symbolic of a new beginning not just for him, but for Real Madrid as well. The club has always prided itself on attracting the best talent, and with Mbappe, they have secured the services of a player who could define an era. For now, though, all eyes will be on the UEFA Super Cup, where Mbappe will don the white of Real Madrid for the first time in a competitive match. It's a moment filled with excitement, anticipation, and a sense of history in the making. The stage is set, and Kylian Mbappe is ready to show the world why he was born to play for Real Madrid. Thanks for viewing. Subscribe for more updates.